So there's a few things I think you need to do in order to break 90. Some of them are physical, some of them are mental. And I'm going to share with you how those physical and those mental tips can help you achieve a lower golf score and get in the 80s. I'm Matt, and this is the Bogey Depot. So I think one of the most important things to scoring in the 80s is keeping your driver in play. And here's a great example of a hole. This hole has hazard left, a big bank left, a trap there, but I can bomb driver and get right to the front edge of the green. But I'm not going to do that because I have a tendency either to pull draw a driver or high cut. The high cut wouldn't be bad, but the pull draw would be terrible. So hitting mini driver here, aiming right out over the right third of the bunker. I have to just hit one there in the fairway. Pulled it a hair, but that should be pretty good. So one of the more important things that I think can help you score lower and break 90 is being smart about your approach shots. Because the approach game, realistically, that's where the scoring is. If you're going to flare one right or left, and then you have to hit a short-sided chip or something like that, and then your 2 or 3 putt, all of a sudden you've made double. If you're smart about how you hit your approach shot and you miss in good areas, you make that double a par or a bogey. And that's what you need to break 90. So because I pulled my mini a little bit, I actually hit the downslope, and I got pretty close. Here I'm probably, well, let's see, 55 yards from the pin, 33 yards from the front of the green. So where this pin is, there's a little slope behind it. And I want to leave this chip short, this little pitch short, because I don't want to go down the slope and then I'm going to have a 35 footer. So I'd much rather be 10 or 15 feet short than 5 or 6 feet long. So let's see if we can hit one about 40, 45 yards here. That should be pretty good. Yeah, so that's going to give me a nice uphill putt. Looks to only be maybe 6 or 8 feet. So being a little conservative left me with a about 20 footer here. It's going to be downhill, but all I'm trying to do here, because this again, if I'm pretty good speed. A little tap in for par. That's how you go about breaking 90. This hole historically is a problem for me. It has a tendency, I have a tendency to leave it right. So where you see those high bushes out there, everything right of that is water. And even though I usually hit mini straight, the water gets in my way. Sometimes I leave this out to the right, but I'm going to concentrate on making sure I'm good with my fundamentals and hit a good ball here. I pulled it just a hair, but should be right down there, right in the middle of the fairway. That's why I don't hit driver though. I could spray that anywhere. Pull it left, push it right. I'd be in trouble. But now I'm not, so trying to break 90, sitting in the middle of the fairway, can never complain. So as you can see, I actually hit a little through the fairway. It's a hot day here, middle of August, and I got a little extra on that, plus I pulled it a hair. So I have 131 to the pin, so 130, probably 3 shot. So I can go right at it. I don't want to be short because that bunker's here, because like I said, cover numbers, right? And this should easily cover. Just trying to get on the green, If anything, miss a little left here and leave myself a 10 or 15 footer. I thin pulled it. And I'm just left, but I'm safe. I'm not in the trap. And again, we get up and down here, we make par. If not, we make bogey. And those are the things that break 90. So as you can see, I haven't short-sided myself. Gave myself plenty of green to work with. Downhill chip. Gonna run a little towards the water. So I'm just gonna try to get it on there and get a putt. Because all I'm searching for here is a par putt. If I get a par putt, I got a chance to make par. I'm just gonna try to get it on there, let it run out a little bit. If it does, great. Now, I chunked it, but I'm on the green. So I'm not trying to make up shots here. If I make bogey, that's fine. I'm not trying to roll this in. Obviously, I'd love to make it. I'm just trying to get it close so I can make bogey. If it drips in, great. Again, I hit a good putt. Great leg putt. 2 putts are going to keep you under 90. There's a bunker up here. It's about 270 to cover. Now, the bad part is it's only like 240 to get in, so I can fly mini into it. I probably can hit driver over it today just because it's really hot. Even though it's humid, the ball seems to be flying pretty well. But if I hit it bad at all, I'm going to be in the middle of the bunker. But if I hit this mini good, I also may be in the bunker. So I'm going to aim for the left side, the left corner of that bunker. And if I fade it, it should stay short. If I pull it, it should go long, and I'll be perfectly fine. Again, I'm being smart and aiming at a good spot to keep myself out of trouble, playing the percentages. Now, I hit it high in the face a little bit, a little toey. This should be short of the bunker, and my plan should work out perfectly, and it is. So, by playing smart golf, you can save yourself a lot of strokes. Even when you're not hitting the ball well, you can save yourself a lot of strokes. Just by understanding where you're going to miss the ball and how you're going to miss it, and is that conducive to the hole you're playing. Doing smart things like that on the golf course and really thinking about your shot can save you 3 or 4 strokes around. And that could be what you need to break 90. As you can see, I'm decently short of the bunker. About 15 yards, so worked out good. I have 91 to the pin adjusted, turtleback green. What I don't want to do is leave this short, and my 60 is probably going to go about 93, which would be perfect, but I'm in the middle of kind of a little swing change, and I'm not sure if it's going to get there. So I'm just going to hit a little knockdown pitching wedge and see if we can get it close. And my main goal here is to not be short. And I didn't achieve my goal. I left it short. So as you can see here, I left that ball short because I just didn't concentrate and take a committed swing. And it was a little chunky. It was just a bad golf shot because I didn't concentrate. And again, don't let the mental game of golf or the mental side of golf ruin your golf game. Now I have a short side chip here. It actually shouldn't be too bad because it's uphill and I do have a little bit of green to work with. But ideally, I would really prefer to be putting here. I'm going to hit a little 56 degree here. Just try to kind of get it on the putting surface. I think it should release a little bit, but we'll see. And when you hit it that hard, it's never good. Myself about 12 feet. I believe it's just going to break a tiny little bit right. It's a little downhill. Again, don't want a 3-putt. I at least want to put a good stroke on it. the dreaded lip out. Take your time with these short ones. Make sure you line up, hit your bogey putt. As you can see there, a little lapse in just concentration cost me a shot. My first putt should have been for birdie and not for par, and I should have made an easy par there. But I did make bogey, and I didn't make double. And that's what we're really looking for here. We got to stay out of double bogeys. Double bogeys are what kills a round of golf. And your thought should always be, how do I have a par putt? Because if you have a par putt, you should really be attempting to two putt everything and not make everything. You want to make everything. And a lot of it depends on your putting skill. But if you're a good putter, maybe you're looking at 10 or 12 feet there like I was and try to put a good roll on it and make a putt. If you're not a great putter, just lag that up there, take your tap in. No double bogeys, because double bogeys lead to being over 90. 169. That's a really good number for me. So I'm going to try to put this ball right in the middle of the green. The pin is just left of center, and see if we can give ourselves a birdie putt. I yanked it. Going to be pin high and left, which is where it is. So I've left myself short-sighted. Not a horrible lie. So I'm just going to try to get one on the surface here. So again, I have a par putt. And I bladed it over the green. That's exactly what you don't want to do. So, heed my advice, not my actions. As you can see, I hit two really shitty golf shots there and made a double. And again, that's a mental lapse. And actually, I was probably too cute on the shot I tried to hit. I tried to hit a flop shot and landed on the green, and I just chunked a little bit and bladed it and over the green. And that's how you make 5 on a par 3. Again, those are the things we're trying to avoid. We're trying to avoid doubles. And now, instead of having a good round of golf, I have a round of golf I'm going to have to struggle with. I've got 2 holes left. We'll see what we can make of it. The thing here is to not try to make up strokes. Made a double. Just go on to the next hole and stick to your game plan. And my game plan on this hole has always been to hit driver. Because if I hit driver, I can get there in too easily, and I have a pretty large runway here to be able to hit the ball, so I should be able to keep this in play. Hit a pretty good one. Just give me a pretty short second shot into this par 5. So I have 177 to the pin. As you can see, we've had a lot of rain, a lot of heat, so the rough is gross. It's actually started to get some crabgrass in it, and it's kind of hard to get out of, but I think this lie should be okay. I think it's going to fly on me a little bit. So we're going to hit a 170 shot and see what we can do. We should be on a 156 to cover the front edge. Oh, I pushed it just a hair, but it should be perfect. It's aiming for the middle of the green. Flew probably 166, rolled out because of it being a flyer. So I'm not sure what I recorded there or not. Went to hit the stop button and started to record again. So I hit that 55-foot lag putt up to, I don't know, 6 feet. Had a little left to right break, played it right on the left edge, and made it. Made a birdie putt. All because I hit a good lag putt. Stuck to my plan on that hole. My plan was always to hit driver no matter what on that hole. And then I had, a fairly easy shot in to hit the green, pushed it a hair, left myself an uphill putt, made a good leg, made a putt, made a birdie. Again, even if that's not a short hole and that's just a longer par 4, that's the way you want to make par. So I've got 129, I've got wind into me. I'm not sure if 132 gets there. I don't really want to be short. I have a backstop long and left that should funnel it back to the pin. I'm going to take my 145 club here and just take something off of it and hit it more towards the middle of the green. If I hit it too far and it goes to the backstop, hopefully it'll come back there. At least that's the plan. So flat out honest, I have no idea what I did there. I dropped and hit a second one, did the same thing. So take the good with the bad, made birdie there. Really got to concentrate to make par now. I mean, I'm going to have a long pitch here out of a terrible lie probably, and really need to concentrate and hit a good shot. Got lucky and have a decent lie in the crap here. All I really want to do here is, I'll be honest, just get it on the putting surface and give myself a chance at making par. This is not going to be easy. It's about as good as I can do. It's right at it. It's just going to be long. Got to make a putt. So again, avoiding mental mistakes, having good misses. That's how you're going to break 90. You can see I've made some physical mistakes today, along with my mental. And I still got a decent round going. So I kept the ball in play, stuck to my plan, try to hit the ball in the fairway, be smart on my second shots, and only 2 putt. This is not an easy putt. Downhill, good bit of break. Going to my 2 putt philosophy here. And put a good roll on it. Might go in. It did. How about that shit? Put a good roll on it. Save par. To kind of summarize everything today, if you want to break 90, you got to be mentally strong. At times I was not today. If you want to break 90, you need to keep the ball in play off the tee. Don't be afraid to go to a club that you can hit straight. And that doesn't mean 3-wood's always a straighter club than a driver. For instance, I went to mini. I hit it really well, so that's what I use. Playing from shorter tees like I did today, that's the club that I use. Even playing from the longer tees, I really don't use driver a whole lot more often, especially on that front 9. Number 2, be smart with your approach shot. Don't put yourself in trouble. Get the cover number, get the front and back of the green, make a good decision and miss on the correct side. I don't know if I went for more than 1 pin today, 2 maybe. A par 3 early before I started the video, and the par 3 late on the 7th hole. That's the only time I went for a pin today. And that just so happened to be because they were mostly in the middle of the green. Everything else, I just try to hit the ball to the smart spot and then make a putt or 2 and walk away. That way you're not making double. The worst you're making is bogey. You might even make par. And the final thing is, once you do get the ball on the green, you need to be thinking about nothing more than 2 putts. Assuming you've put yourself in good positions, you should be able to make par or bogey. And if not, you're going to make bogey or double and you're taking triple out of the equation. 2 putts is the name of the game. Roll them up, drip them in, and maybe you'll get lucky like I did on 9. And I rolled that putt in, it dripped in just the way I had planned it. I hit it exactly where I wanted to at the speed I wanted. I knew if I missed it, I was only going to have 2 or 3 feet or maybe even less. Use your head when playing golf. This is Matt. This is the Bogey Depot. Hit 'em straight.